Right, so I have returned once again today to deliver another stream of JoJo Part 8, Jojolion, where we left off last time. So when we left off last time, Volume 7, it was actually quite the volume when it came to revelations, because there's a lot of kind of being slowly revealed as time goes on in Jojolion. It hasn't really been kind of, hello! It hasn't always been kind of very cut and dry, which is actually one of the things I love about this manga so far. It's the fact it's always been something else each volume. And last time we actually dealt with the whole entire curse of the Higashikata family, and I thought it was actually kind of well explored, because it actually told you everything you needed to know about it. And I thought, what do you know? That's what happened. So that's what's going on. So it's actually kind of a neat thing they did there. I thought, good job on that part, because it's something we need to know, and actually know a lot more about it. So yeah, I also believe I actually just hit my thing down. There we go. I hit my, what's the name of that thing? The frame down a bit too much, so you wouldn't be able to see the bottom of the pages. That is my fault for not realising that sooner, but I just realised that. So anyway, yeah, we're doing Volume 8 today, which covers chapters 31 to 34. And yeah, I mean, we've sorted the fight between Norisuke, Josuke, and then also the architect as well, so we've got that to look forward to, and see what actually happens afterwards. So anyway, drink some water before I start, because I sneezed earlier on, my throat literally just, oh god, it was horrible afterwards, my throat. So if I take random water breaks, it's because my throat's still really bad, because it's just, I don't know what's happening to me, but allergies have been really bad lately. So anyway, let's begin and see what happens next. So, 31, I Am the Rock, Part 1. So Yoshikata House, Morion, 1963. See, I always appreciated the fact of how they reveal all of the events as time goes on in JoJo. It's not always kind of like, it's not info dumping it. It's kind of giving it to you at a pace that actually allows you to actually kind of go, okay, so that's what's going on with them. I always appreciated that about them, because a lot of the time, a lot of mangas do tend to kind of info dump you a lot of information. You're kind of like, oh god, okay. But at least here it's like, okay, it's not so bad. It's manageable. Sometimes it might go a little bit too far, but you're kind of like, oh, it's fine, it's not actually that bad. It's also really freaking depressing as well, because it's one of those things that you have to give yourself up for the curse for everyone to survive. It's a really dark curse, like a really dark curse actually, like a stone. His body was like a stone. Josuke, what do you mean exactly? Is that some sort of metaphor? It was literally stone. He touched me, so I could tell. I don't know how, but he's just a human that can do that. He's among these rocks. A person like that is living here in this town. Ooh. Ichiho-chan isn't waking up. It looks like she's been sleeping for a while. This is a plan to get rid of me from the beginning. This trap was set up very carefully. Rustle, 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 rustle. Something is coming towards us through the forest. We're surrounded. King Nothing! You said that Yotsu Yagiyama was literally stone. But it seems he still has a scent. King Nothing is pursuing him. It has its scent. It has his scent. But he's moving. Yotsuyu is moving among these stones. Oh. I also think I stabilised my upload speed as well, because my upload speed was going a bit weird last week. I have no idea why, but for some odd reason it was dipping beneath like 1 megabyte, which it shouldn't be doing, but it was doing for a long while. But I think I stabilised it. Don't know how, but it just happened. It's like, oh, okay, it's working. It's actually working correctly. Oh! Ora 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 ora! I can never get enough of the orders in JoJo. It's always the orders that get me. So, it's good. It's good. It's good. No, it's this rock. King Nothing is indicating that this ascent leads to that rock. I'm certain. Oh. What is he? I can't believe this. Is he really a human? He moves and talks. How long has he been in this world? It looks like he has a scent too. It's almost possible to injure him. Now we just need to figure out how to finish him off. What? What was that? What the hell? Russell. I can see something with a label stuck on it. It's a plastic container drawing towards us. Get ready. Josuke, right now we have two choices. The choice of finishing off Yotsuyu now and the choice of running before we're surrounded. These things are completely different from the chestnut burrs or the flower pots from before. Those things have liquid inside them. Liquid is approaching us. I had left those behind the warehouse of my mansion. I think our best option is to run from this rocky area. Those are pesticides. Oh. That's not good. That's not very good at all. A bunch of them are coming. A bunch of them are coming. There we are. I could say a bunch of them are coming for a second there. Don't know why. Now, who cares if we know how many there are? If those containers break and the liquid gets inside our body, you'll be poisoned. If this is the same ability as before, then they'll accelerate and crash into you. For now, you've got to get outside of Yotsuyu's range and escape this stand ability. Ah! Ugh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ha! I will obtain it. Not Yoshikage Kira. Let me tell you this. I mean, he's called Josuke. He's not Yoshikage Kira. He's Josuke. He's best boy. Your king and rook are forked. You're already in a losing position. You may have tried to survive, but entering the Higashikata household was the path to your defeat. Oh. I mean, how loud do you want your music? Because some person outside is literally just, oh boy, has a music on like, I maintain like at least above 100%. God damn, that's actually loud. This guy is a rock and a human, and he's moving. He's made of stone and he can move. Obtain it? Survived? Is he talking about me? Russell. Leave that girl here. You've got to focus on escaping the containers right now. If you don't get away from here now, the containers will fly at you and break. You're his only target. Run! No, I can't do that. I can't leave her. I'm sure the pesticides will attack Yashahou-chan too. The boy knows. I love Josuke so much. He's so cool. He's just so cool. He's only after you. Somehow, I know that guy. I know what that guy is like. That's the sort of thing he'll do. He'll attack an innocent bystander like Yashahou-chan. He's showing me his power. He'll keep a calm head and use anything at his disposal for the sake of his plan and try to take everything from me. Do you hear me? Mark my words, Yotsu Yagiyama. I'm going to beat you and make you regret from the bottom of your heart that you ever got Yashahou-chan involved in this. Ooh! No matter what relationship you and I have, have had with you in the past, I'll swear I'll defeat you. My boy! My boy! I love him. I love my boy. I love my son. My son is beautiful. I love my son. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you think you can use your soap bubbles to block that many containers while they accelerate? They're going to break and open, and the pesticides are going to seep under your skin. Do you seriously think you can defend against that? Hello! How's it going? No, I won't ever do that. I'm not going to do any more defending with my soap bubbles. I'm going to use my soap bubbles to attack. Soft and wet. Ooh, my boy. My boy's beautiful. I love him. I love him. He's my beautiful boy. My beautiful son. You'd said my king and rook were forked, but that's wrong. I've got checkmate. That's it, boys. That's it. That's it, boys. It's right there. Right there. The only one who'll be getting out of range is him. You brought him out of range of them? Are you just going to drop him into the sea? Prepare yourself, Yotsuya Yagiyama. I mean, it's a plan. It's a plan. I'm a rock. I'm an island. Bam! The containers are flying at us. Oh, the containers are flying at us! Josuke! There we are. Didn't get the correct emotion in my sentence there. There we go. A good thing is, so far we actually haven't had an announcer type character so far that has actually destroyed my throat. So there's that to look forward to. I don't actually have that kind of thing to look forward to in JoJo Part 8 so far, which is I miss the announcer, but my throat died after Part 7. I love the announcer so much, but he killed my throat. Ugh, 31 end. So stand name: I am Rock. Yotsuya Yagiyama. If Yotsuya Yagiyama touches a human, objects will rapidly converge towards the center of that human's body. Its effect range is about 5 to 10 meters, so if its attack runs away from Yotsuya Yagiyama, attack will be cancelled. Only one type of object can be made to gather, but Yotsuya can decide what type that will be. Whew. Can we all agree that Josuke is just beautiful? He's a beautiful boy. Or beautiful boys. Beautiful boy. He's half one person, half another person that we don't know just yet. But he's still a beautiful boy. 32, I am a rock, part 2. Josuke! Run! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yotsuya Yagiyama! Stop this, Norisuke-san. Do not interfere. I still want you alive because in the future I will steal your entire fortune. I will have the Yoshikata house's land as well. All of your wealth, your family's lineage has gained. Oh. Oh. Your memories, it seems that you remember your own understandability. But I told you, those soap bubbles of yours are ineffective against me. It doesn't matter how many you pop. My poor boy will try anyway. He will try. He will do it. He will do it. My boy will do it. What's currently being drawn towards the core of your body is the pesticide itself. It's the gravity of the liquid. It's absolutely impossible for you to be released. Even if you cover up your mouth and ears, it will keep heading towards the inside of your body. And there is no chance of you doing something like getting outside of my range or otherwise defending against it. Hey, you're the one that isn't listening. I just said this a minute ago. I said I'm not going to defend anymore. I have no memory whatsoever of what kind of human you are, nor do I have any idea right now. But for a while now, I haven't been using my soap bubbles to get outside of your range or anything like that. They are not meant for defense. I brought you here so I could push you off. Oh! 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 Yes! Yes! Oh. See, that's it. That's it. That's right. It's right there. Right there. Best boy. Best boy ever. Yosuke. So you're saying you're going to drop into the sea, are you? Do you perhaps think that the seawater will wash away the pesticide? Your disappointment, it absolutely won't be washed off, nor mixed with the seawater. It will ignore that and continue entering your body. You're cornered. The one that should be worried about isn't me. It's you. I used soap bubbles to push you into the sea. That was one way to use them. There's another way to use them. I can use them to converse underwater. Using software, I put voices into soap bubbles. Can you hear me? And this way I can also talk to Norisuke-san up on the shore. So what do you think? I bet you're interested right now. I'm already having a conversation up above. Yotsu Yagiyama, have you figured out yet, in order to drown you, I'm making you sink, or maybe you would like to tell me who I am. There's a favour I'd like to ask Norisuke-san. There should be some around there. Please use your stand to look for them on the coast. He is a top tier husbando. He is absolutely incredible. Like, I love him. Hello, how is it going? How is it going? I need nets. Like the sort of nets you'd use to catch fish. It's okay if they're trash or the harbour or something. If they're broken or thrown away, ones made of plastic material would be best. Please look for them. Search for the smell. With your king nothing. A human that's like a rock. Do you not need to breathe when you become a rock like that? If so, that's fine. I'll just attach weights to you and make you sink all the way to the bottom of this, all the way to the sea bottom outside Morio. I'm going to tie you up to make sure of that. So once you get to the bottom of the sea, even if you want to return from your rock form and start moving again, it'll be pretty hard to get out of this net. When you leave that rock from the form to try to break these nets, you'll drown. So you got more, huh? Can you hear me? Norisuke-san, keep looking for nets in the coast and throw them in. I'm going to wrap you in more of these and get you completely tangled, and then I'll go back up to the land. No matter what it is you want, you definitely won't be getting it, because you'll be stuck not breathing as a stone on the ocean floor forever. The one born from stone is you. Earlier I put you between some rocks and killed you, and you fucking survived. If it weren't for Kira, you would surely have died then. It weren't for the Wall-Eye's fault. You would have dropped dead. Oh, no you wouldn't. He's a JoJo character. He would not drop dead. He's actually just... The Death Dodger is you. The Death Dodger is you. He's too much of a husbando to die. He's too cool. Ora! I'll say it one more time. Yotsu Yagiyama. And ply. Either I attach weights to you and make you sink, or you tell me who I am. I am rock! He just punches him instead. I love him. I love him so much. Go. I've taken all the air from inside your lungs. Now say it. Who am I? You're just gonna be betrayed by the Hyoshikata family anyhow. The one whose actions are correct is really Hyoshikata. Ha! Yotsuyu. Hey, Yotsuyu. I love that. It's the way he goes, I'm a rock. It's like, yes, you are. I love that. His name is Stan, but the fact he's actually made a rock as well, it makes it even funnier. He's like, yes, you are a rock. You are a rock. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, man. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Josuke. If you're right about the pesticide that attacked Jojolion, it's okay. It washed off. That Yotsuyama guy. His body suddenly started breaking down in the water. He's dead. Huh. He died. This is Yotsuyama? Josuke, what did you do? I used my soap bubble to take the air out of Yotsu's lungs. I talked to him as he drowned, but only took a little. I didn't want to corner him. Then he suddenly got like this and died. Cracks started showing up in his body all of a sudden. Wait, don't touch him. It could be dangerous. What the hell is this? Is it a human? Josuke, the parts of his body still in the water are breaking apart. Get his whole body out of the water. Pull! What the hell is this? Can something like this really exist? I guess he really is dead. Yeah, completely dead. But was this really a living creature to begin with? Doesn't look like an organism at all. Yotsuyama, something like him really existed. I'm surprised. Just what is this object? We'll need to get a chemical analysis done on it somewhere. But the material was stone. Even if that's just the kind of human he was, he might have really drowned in the water. Perhaps he was unable to take oxygen in through his skin using respiration while he was underwater, which should mean that he would be more sensitive to losing a small amount of oxygen from his body, and his organs would have been susceptible to deterioration faster than ours. It's possible that his biology worked that way. His body may be hard, but it seems that given his body weight, it's lighter than a real mineral. There we are, mineral. So he died by drowning. Yes, it looks like he really didn't have a room to relax once he was in the water. Is Yotsu actually a reference to FF from Part 6? Not to the same degree, but I guess it's sort of like a low-key reference to FF from Part 6. And now I'm depressed because I just remembered FF from Part 6. I miss FF from Part 6. This seems logical, actually. That actually happens to be a reference to it, because FF, because so far we've had quite a lot of references to previous parts through different means and other things. Tsurugi, for now, let's head down. I still don't want anyone outside of our family to know about this. This object is Yotsuyama. I want to investigate about where he came from. Grandpa, I did quite a bit of investigating about Yotsui too, and I really just couldn't put it down. Yotsuyama didn't have a house or anything anywhere. He didn't even have a bank account or a cell phone either. Think about it carefully. This man was a first-class architect and respectively built houses that withstood the earthquake. He must have been educated somewhere. He needs qualifications, and he has to be in the family register too. Josuke doesn't have them either. We also haven't yet found those things for Josuke either. Yotsui doesn't need a house. He doesn't need a place to sleep or rest. Whether he's in a city or within a society, or put in a forest or whatever, he can slip right in and survive. That's quite interesting, actually. But in order to gain wealth, there are things he wants. That's what he's after, like food, power, fame, love. But even Yotsu must have been a kid at some point. There's got to be some place he came from. Josuke, did you see it? The parts that came off. Came off? Here? Yes, that's right. Right there. What do you think? Was it there? Huh? It wasn't there when you pulled Yotsu up out of the water. Was it off or was it stuck on before? I really want to know. What was what on? His dick. The guy's dick. Did you see it when it broke off? Ah. It's not there. The dick is extremely important. Like, how do these things have sex, huh? Do they have females at all? That sort of thing? Is it mating season right now? Do they do it or don't they? Do they do it with humans or not? There's a whole lot of we could learn from that, but now, jeez, we don't even know if Yotsuyu was a man or a woman. Do you get what I'm saying? These are the very important questions in JoJo Part 8 so far. These are the important questions in JoJo. No, sorry. I never really had time to look at my enemy's crotch or anything. That's a logical answer to the whole entire thing. So yeah, by the way, I didn't have time to look at his crotch at the time I was actually almost dying via fighting him. So yeah, sorry about that. What, you couldn't see? You couldn't see, huh? Let's go get it from the ocean. Huh? You want to get it? You want to go get it? With me? Back to the sea? No, actually, that's out. I mean, if it has a weird shape, then we won't know which thing to pick up. Also, with the speed of the sea currents around here, it's sure to have drifted away by now. It'll probably be off the coast of Hawaii or Hawaii some morning next week. Hawaii next week, huh? But he has the same sex organs as humans. And that also means he has comrades that have been born somewhere. Don't forget that. Of course. We have a whole entire fight that you see best boy be best boy, and then we just go from that to a conversation about his crotch. JoJo! JoJo! Was that Yotsuyu guy carrying food? Or something like that? Or not? Stuck on his body or in a bag or something? Hmm? Did he not have any food? Yotsuyu healed the hard dog that I thought was dead. It was like stone, and he cured it. He knew how to cure it. I saw him feed a dog something. He should have had it. I need that. I'm sure Yotsuyu knew. He had food that would heal the Hiroshima family disease. Hey Tsurugi, cut that out. There was no food like that anywhere. Don't let him confuse you. Don't embrace false hope. Grandpa, I saw it. That food. But it got washed into the sea. Wait, you actually been wait, is that actually true? I would hope so. That's actually the greatest thing ever. The greatest detour in manga. I don't know who I am or where I came from. Before, when I had my memories, I came here to Morio because I knew something. And because I knew that something, Yotsuyu saw me as a hindrance. He saw me as an obstacle because my memories might come back. The thing I knew about the disease. Yotsugayama, the rock human. The disease that makes you look like a rock. Kira's mother, Holly, Ushiko Kira, who died of the wall eyes. The thing that connects them all is that disease. I had to find out what that food is. The food that Sugi-chan saw was some kind of fruit. It was fresh. I saw that Yotsuyu had it. A fruit? Josuke, you... What am I expecting for Josuke? Oh, the fruit. It's the fruit. I think I'll go to sleep. Sleepy. And there we are. 32 end. Man, I mean, that was JoJo. That was JoJo. That was the most JoJo chapter ever. Like, there have been many JoJo chapters throughout part 8 so far. And he's like, yeah, that's very JoJo, but I love the fact that this manga just constantly has tonal shifts all the time. Like, some are worse than the others, but goddamn. It's just like, he just doesn't know how to end a chapter sometimes. He just goes, oh yeah, you know what I'll do? We had a massive fight and someone almost died. We'll go to a crotch conversation. It's like last part with Diego dying and then we're talking about fetishes. I was like, Jesus Christ! Time and places for that. My boys. Time and places. But clearly, no. Just crotch conversations. Oh man, if only the other chapter was called Crotch Conversations as well. If only. If only. That's a missed opportunity. Oh man. Oh, Crotch Conversations. Rock humans. Yotsugayama is a human with a particular body condition. He can harden his skin into a rock-like form. When this happens, his biological functions almost come to a complete stop. He can endure extreme temperatures and droughts food in a natural world. This is believed to be a trait of a certain race, and not a standard ability. It is unclear how long they can remain in this rock-like state, but when they restart their biological functions, they need a sunlight in a slight amount of continuous respiration, so if they are in a place without air, then they will asphyxiate. There's also a rock dog as well. It's a rock dog called Rocky. He's called Rocky. I want you to actually realise that. The dog's name is Rocky, and he's a rock dog. Best thing ever, right there. Best thing ever. Part 8, 11 out of 10. Just for that one thing. Calling a rock dog Rocky. Sometimes you can't make that stuff up. But I'm so freaking glad. So, 33, Josuke. Go to the Higashikata fruit parlor. I just want to go home now and just realize that that was a thing that I'm actually so glad exists. Norisuke Higashikata, 59, the fourth generation head of the Higashikata family. We also all agreed that Norisuke's hair is majestic. Like, it's just amazing. I love it. His hair is amazing. He possesses a special ability to make smells visible and follow them. King Nothing. Though he has been raised with the appearance of a girl, he is Norisuke's grandson, the eldest son of the 6th generation, Tsurugi Higashikata, 9. He has a special ability to make people's faces and shapes of characters appear to be the same. Paper Moon King. The people of the Higashikata family, they may not have all realized it, but they are almost likely possess a standard ability. And me, I'm the man with no memories discovered next to the Higashikata family estate. Soft and wet. Oh yeah, when do you know? When do you know? A few hours ago, I learned on the Higashikata family property that there exists a human whose skin could become like stone. Yotsugayama was a rock human. He attacked me, but in the end he drowned without answering my question. Who am I? But I have a clue. I am certain I was once a person that came here to Mordor pursuing the disease that makes you become like stone and die. That the Higashikata family has inherited for generations. In other words, there's a way to cure the Higashikata family disease. Did I know the cure? I have to solve the riddle of the disease. If there's a way to cure it, I'm going to find it, for the sake of finding out who I am. Oh, my boy. My boy. Oh, wow. Just how much dog food did you buy? It doesn't look like he's getting close. Grandpa, never mind how much the dog's food costs. What I'm concerned about is whether or not your trap actually can catch it. The simple traps are the strongest. Yeah, I realised that there have been kind of a lot of references to that whole entire thing, because the way to introduce Kira and Josuke was via their crotches. So it's one of those things. I guess it's just a theme in part 8. Anyhow, is it actually here in the first place? I'm sure it's nearby. That dog is definitely around. The one that you healed. That dog had a rock disease. Ow. Guess who? Ah. Huh? That's an 8-pack of sesame honey dumplings. Did you buy them for me? Let's eat them. Let's eat them with one of those slurpy swoosh sounds again. Aww. He's my beautiful boy. He's my beautiful boy. Such a relief. Huh? What? Where did she go? Yashoho-chan's gone. Huh? It happened again. Yashoho-chan's gone. Huh? She went home a little while ago. When she woke up, I sent her home. Huh? You sent Yashoho-chan home? Why? Why? Because you should go to her house. This isn't her house. You helped rescue her, but the history of the family's problems are the history of the family's problems alone. I don't want to let anyone else know about Yotsuyu. She's better off not knowing. I want them together. I want them to become a couple. They're beautiful together. They're my beautiful a beautiful couple. They're a power couple of part 8. Okay, listen up, you two. I'm having a chemical analysis done right now on Yagiyama Yotsuyu's corpse to see what kind of organism it is. I think his true form is probably going to turn out just as Sugi explained, though. Meanwhile, I've already checked the family register to learn about his identity. He stole the registry of a child with no relatives and switched places with him. He stole the child's name over 10 years ago. The child whose register was stolen is probably dead, and with that identity he became an architect. Don't say a word to anyone about this, even to the rest of our family. Got it? Ah! Yeah. Everyone changes quite a lot in part 8 so far. Like, everyone's literally just got, like, a switch that changes their characters completely. There! That's a dog. Huh? Yeah, literally, just like that. One chapter, they're freaking, like, psychopaths. Next chapter, like, oh, Josuke, how's it going? You're like, what happened? Tsurugi, that dog is... Tsurugi, that dog. Is that the dog? No, never mind that. The thing that the dog is eating is... No way. It's that fruit. Why is it on the bed? Don't let that dog get away. No matter what it takes, we have to capture it. It's actually been really cute and docile. Docile. Oh, Winter Catfish Guy's back. Winter Catfish Guy's back. Such a low-key reference to part 7. Such a low-key reference to part 7. There, good boy, good boy. Grab the thing that the dog is eating. He's only eating sesame honey dumplings. Chomp, chomp. Roll. Huh? This is the fruit that Suya was carrying. If that dog really was on the verge of dying then, eating this is what cured him. This is the fruit, Tsurugi. This is the fruit, Tsurugi-chan. This is just like the one Yotsuyu had at the bottom of the sea. I'm certain it's the same fruit. Huh? 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 Right, Tsurugi, you have to thoroughly investigate as to whether that's really true and what sort of fruit it is. But why is it on that bed? Maybe when Yashoho was being taken away by Yotsuyu, she unconsciously grabbed it from him. Grandpa, what sort of fruit is that? No. At this point in JoJo, no one cares. Like, if something comes out of a wall, it's like, oh, that happens all the time. It's like the whole thing in SpongeBob with the walls oozing green slime. Like, it's like they always do that. It's just a thing. It's definitely a fruit, but I've never seen one like it before. I wonder if it's something that's grown in Japan. It smells a lot like a fig. I'll eat it and taste it for you. Calm down. About healing the dog. The things you and Josuke saw, those were only your observations, right? We're not sure if we actually can cure anything. It's real. Sugi, this is a broken piece. We absolutely have to find the tree it comes from. We don't know what type of fruit it is and where it can be picked. When I investigated his identity, I didn't see any record of Yotsuyu travelling overseas any time recently, and that means there is a tree of this fruit somewhere in Japan, or someone else recently brought it in from overseas. Because this fruit is fresh, it's one of the only two. Yotsuyu must have gotten it in one of those ways. Because this fruit is fresh, it's one of the two. Yotsuyu must have gotten it in one of those ways. This is how it looked. I can't predict what form it had with King Nothing. I also memorized the smell. It really is close to figs, but I've never seen that plant before. Do I know this tree from somewhere? The fruit that cures the disease. Nonosuke-san, can you try pursuing that smell with your stand? Well, if the location of the tree is within my range, I'll pursue it automatically. But if it's two, and the tree is overseas, then it's no good. But before that, let's head to my fruit store. We have a record of every variety of fruit in the world of the Higashikata fruit parlor's office. Let's head to the fruit parlor and look this up. By the way, what should we do with that dog? It's probably a dog that lost its home in the earthquake. I want to keep it. I've already given it a name, Rocky. Higashikata fruit parlor. What a cute little fruit shop. There are tons of things in this world you can get for a healthy friend or as a present from a celebration. When something unfortunate happens or when someone is ill, you only ever send them flowers and fruit. Fruit is special. Take a good look. There's a lineup of top fashion brands in the street level stores. There really are. They really are. Even they know. Even they know. In order from the left there, a boutique, a shoe store, a jeweler, a pottery shop, the SBR hat shop, the Moriodor temple bookstore, a boutique. And what do you think all the girls want to do after they finish enjoying themselves shopping? I'd say they want some cafe time at a fruit parlor with a good view. Second floor of the building is a fruit parlor. There's a flow of people in the city. Starting from the Morio train station, I've created this street so it looks like the customers flow into the fruit parlor. On the second floor is the entrance to the resort city of Morio. These net melons at the front of the store, which are meant to be given as gifts, are 2 for 15,000 yen, but they're harvested from first-rate trees which are grown in the first-rate farm of this country, and they're exclusive to the Higashikata fruit parlor. I only allow super first-rate products. The fruit you buy at the supermarket are all third-rate. They want you to be satisfied with them being as cheap as possible. On the other hand, these net melons, which are just on the verge of being fully ripe, are now at their peak taste. And if there are any left unsold, the melons will start rotting in no time. And for business, there's also a risk of heavy losses that could affect your reputation. That's where the fruit parlor on the second floor comes in. Just before they start to go bad, if we offer melon parfaits to customers who just finished shopping at boutiques, we lose that risk. The Higashikata fruit parlor is a shop that always sells first-class ripe products. We can check the data on that mysterious fruit in the office inside. But before that, how about we go get a parfait? Come on. I see, I've really got to admire you for this. These are some wonderful ideas. It's the flow of the business I created. Huh. Well, wouldn't you know? There we are. We learned something, boys. We learned something. Don't eat it yet. So what do you think of it? What do I think of it? The shape of the glass, the shape. I created that shape very deliberately. If the fruit parfait glass doesn't have the shape, it's no good. Okay, take a look. I'll explain it in order from top to bottom. Cut melon with an original piece of price of 7,500 yen. Jelly and... Jesus Christ. Tell me about it. It's actually quite interesting. 7,500 yen. Jelly and whipped cream. Ice cream. Melon granita. Champagne sherbet. Crunchy corn biscuit. Melon jelly, and once again whipped cream. Melon juice. And it has a spoon in it, so girls can eat it in order from the top down. Look. This is actually awesome. The act of pulling the spoon up always makes these 9 layers inside the glass flow by convection and start to mix. Tell me about it. Jesus Christ, that was actually a really freaking loud motorbike. Everyone has loud motorbikes in England. I realised that recently. Like, people don't have really quiet ones, they're always really freaking loud. In other words, due to the shape of the glass, the flavour of the parfait gradually changes with the passage of time. Because of this change, girls can enjoy and be surprised by its flavour from beginning to end. And when they feel like they want it again, they'll bring their families or their friends to the fruit parlour. This is the shape of the glass I came up with. That is so freaking smart! Holy crap! That is so freaking smart. It's so simple yet brilliant. God damn, that's good. God damn, that's good. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, everything here is a natural flow. Now, flow is a metaphor, but if you don't fight it, you'll definitely reach your goal. Josuke, when you're in my household, remember that, otherwise you won't be able to find a good fruit. Okay, the parfait, eat up and don't spill anything. Huh? When did I get this email? Yum. Sorry. It's an email from Jobin. He's back in the country. Huh? Why is the man just crouching there? Why is he just crouching? He's just crouching. The man's just crouching. He's just there. Excuse me, I spilled my parfait. Seriously. You. It's okay to make mistakes, right? You're only human after all. The boy said it. The boy said it. Oh man, I love Mitsuo Aida. Well, it's a great quote after all. Dad, after all. Oh, welcome back, Jobin. Jobin? As any other son of the Keshua family? When did you get back? You should have called me. I emailed you, didn't I? It's good to be back, Dad. So, how was Singapore? and now I can't unsee it. And now I actually can't unsee it. The places I went, Dad, were Vietnam and the Philippines. I saw some pretty good fruit fields there. I see. I didn't even notice that your beloved car is parked out there. A golden Lamborghini. Huh, it's got a Lamborghini as well. Also, Dad, while I was there, I bought this. A Dorcorus Titanius Palowincus. Palowincus? 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 I can't even say it. Wincus? It's okay not to apologise, but I just can't unsee it now. That's all I can see now. Hey. Oh, Norisuke's getting in on the hey thing. Every single best boy has that. It's the hey thing. He's getting in on it now. Come on now. This has nothing to do with our work. Is it because of this that you took your trip for so long? With all that airfare, How much did this cost? 110,000 yen for one. Seriously? But it's going to be a Guinness World Record. 11.2 centimeters. Palawangus. And ain't it awesome? I can rest easy now that I've seen your face. That's another Mitsuha Aida. After all. Alright, you. I know you. Who are you again? I'm Josuke. Josuke, right. Oh yeah, before I went on my trip I remember you. You'd lost your memories or something. How you doing? You're still lost, but I've welcomed Josuke as a member of our family. Thank you for having me. I see. Well, let's welcome you. Oh, let me welcome you. I'm the eldest son, Jobin Higashikata. Here, you can have this. Huh? Come on, take it. That's what I want. You don't see a door. God, Jesus Christ, his name. Dorcas Titanius. There we are. I'm gonna say Dorcas Titanius. Like that every day, you know. If it were being sold inside Japan, it would cost 300,000 yen. That's not at all it. A stag beetle. I don't really know what to do with it. Is it alive? And I don't really know how to take care of it. And it's not like I can return it either. You don't like it? No, it's not about liking or disliking it. I told you, that's what I want. Okay, I get it. I'll throw in this wristwatch, but you can have this Tetsujin 28 Go. So you can get the God damn it! Palawankus, the Solvi, and the wristwatch. Hey Jobin, quit with the onslaught of the presents. Can't you see you're making Josuke uncomfortable? What? I'll teach you how to raise that name. After all. Huh? It's like a name was born to actually just kind of screw me up every single time it's been said. It's a really, really complicated name because it wouldn't be bad if it didn't have the one at the end. The one towards the end of it. Just that bit throws you off completely. It's Palawankus. Palawankus. That's how I think you say it. Someone correct me on that because I actually have no freaking idea. That's how I think it's said. Jobin's handkerchief. You memorize the smell. And if it was within range, it would automatically. This is... Take free end. Ooh, okay, alright. It's their name, King Nothing, has the ability to visualize the sense emitted by an object or human. It can also track these scents. But it can only travel up to several dozen meters away from its host, Norisuke. 34 Every Day's Vacation, Part 1. My name is Josuke Higashikata, age 19, birth name and age unknown. I've identified the truth as mysterious fruit. Where is the fruit's tree? I've got to find it. That's because the Higashikata family has a family line carries a disease which affects the firstborn son of each generation, and the nutrients of that fruit cure the disease. And it seems that at one point I knew the true nature of that fruit. The question is Rocky fine? Is Rocky okay? Hey Josuke, did you hear that my big brother got back from his trip? Yeah, I met him yesterday. He got me a souvenir. Check it out. Looks real as hell, doesn't it? It's a spinny lobster figure. So cool. Do you get anything? Is that dry little jar your present? No, it's actually what's in the jar. You're kidding me. Is that a... No way, a stag beetle figure? Not quite. It's a living stag beetle, sort of bug though. What? Here's mine. It's an ashtray made from broken coconut. The souvenir. What? What? But I'm only 16 and nobody in our family smokes. Why do you give me an ashtray? I've got a t-shirt with a green sea turtle written in red letters. Who needs that? Even the turtle's red. What is going on? What a lame-ass souvenirs. Ninja's son got an Oscar statue from the trip to Southeast Asia. We're gonna put that spinny lobster. Is this not cool? I guess I've got to go learn how to keep a stag beetle. I wonder where Jobin's son is right now. There's no way Big Bro is going to teach somebody like you anything. Come here, I'll show you where Big Brother's room is. What? You stay out of this. I'll bring him. Ah, a fold-up umbrella that says Fighting Spirit on it in red letters. Come on, seriously, like I'd be caught dead walking around with this. I love this family. They're just so freaking amazing. Just because they're just all so goddamn weird in their own way, and I love it. Big bro, thanks for this cool souvenir. And that crazy Josuke guy has been shamelessly running his mouth about how he wants to know how to raise a stag beetle. Fat chance, right? Huh? What? It's okay. You're kidding? Oh man, I actually want a slice of life manga with just the family. That'd be the greatest thing ever. I love it. I'd actually love it so much. If you take something by force, there is never enough. If you share it, there will always be something left over. Mitsuo Aida? What the hell, Joshua? You're no fun. Don't you know what an incredible poet Mitsuo Aida is? I wanted us to say it's a great line after all together, you know. Yup. They high-fived each other. They actually high-fived each other. What do you feed a stag beetle? You shouldn't feed it watermelon rinds or things like that. The food for stag beetle is protein. Pinch, pinch. Whoa. You're gonna get bit. It's okay, because Rocky and I are friends now. Huh. By the way, I went to Higashikata fruit parlor a little while ago, and your dad came back from his trip. So there's something I want to ask only to you. Tell me about your dad's stand ability. I'm planning to corner Jobin Higashikata. Huh. I learned from meeting him that for some reason your dad went to the place where that fruit is located. Your dad knows something. I'm certain its location where the fruit trees grow. Grandpa, did you talk to my grandpa about this? Norisuke-san doesn't know anything about it. It's still a secret to him. Norisuke-san's stand ability is automatic. It showed me that fruit scent. It showed me it was able to pursue it. He said that once he memorized the form of the smell, as long as it sits within his range, the stand will automatically pursue it. There we go. Said the word correctly in the end. Oh, my throat. It was just for a moment, and I was the only one that saw it. But on the handkerchief, your dad, Jobin dropped. I saw the piece that take a form indicating that the smell remained on it. That makes it clear that your dad knows how to cure the disease that makes you like a rock. But he's hiding it from you and Norisuke-san. Why? I'm going to figure that out. I'm going to corner Jobin and show him no mercy. I'll find out where it is he went. No, not that. Why are you keeping it a secret from Grandpa and telling me that all this stuff you're suspicious about? Norisuke-san's a good person. He's a wonderful head of a family, and I admire his character. But if it's at his child's expense, what do you think a parent would do? Which side would a parent take? The eldest son of his family, or the truth about the fruits? With him being a parent, can't you guess which side would outweigh the other. But Shuki-chan, you're different. You're in a position where you really have to know the truth. My dad isn't a bad person. He's a good person for sure. He never hit me or anything. He's always been nice and fun. It was more my dad than my grandpa that grew Higashikata fruit pod to be so trendy. They became the top fruit store in Japan. My dad has never once hit me or anything. I want to know Jobin Higashikata's standability. Tell me, otherwise I'll be beaten. I'm sure Dad has an interesting interest. I'm sure my dad has my interests at heart. Dad is not a bad person. The only thing that can decide that is the facts. I'll figure it out no matter what it takes. Whose side are you on? If you feed a stag beetle watermelon or something, it'll get diarrhea, so no dessert. What they need is protein. You're raising a powerful athlete, so you got to feed him other bugs that have been mashed up. He'll be tough. He'd be tough enough to survive winter and live for 5 years. Jobin-san, is there some place around here where you can keep living stag beetles? I want you to promise not to hurt my dad no matter what. If you promise that, I'll help you, Josuke. All we're looking for is location of the fruit that location of the tree that the fruit grows on. Location of the tree that the fruit grows on. There we go. The only thing that you're going to do is get Dad to tell you that. After all, no matter what you find out, you can't attack my dad with your stand, okay? He's my dad, swear it. Okay, I promise. I consider myself a member of the Higashikata family too. I promise to pay respects to Higashikata family bloodline. I won't bring any harm to Jobin and I have no intention of it. Dad's weakness is stag beetles. Huh? My dad is more of a kid than I am. He's obsessed with his stag beetle collection. Sugi-chan, hold on a sec. I'm being serious. My dad's the type of person that thinks it's always summer vacation. You've got to defeat his pride. When he gets excited, he's sure to expose his weakness and talk. The fact that he does not think of as a weakness himself makes it even more of a weakness. Got a point there. It's whether or not Araki will actually remember to actually keep it relevant. That's the thing. I think he probably will. Just what are you trying to tell me? Never mind. Just do what I'm saying. Take it one thing at a time. Otherwise, Jobin Higashikata will turn into a shrewd businessman. So be careful. He's definitely got a bug specimen room in the house. So you'll have to go there, Josuke. Then try to say to Dad, let's make our stag beetles fight. Say you wonder which is stronger. Invite him. If Dad is on board with that, we'll start to have a chance. Want to see him, huh? Ha ha, my stag beetles. Rustle, rustle, rustle. Rustle, rustle, rustle. This is... Oh, god damn it. Names. Prosophilicus Giraffa? Man, that's so cool. I like other insects. Stag beetles have intelligence. These guys think, especially when they fight. And their attitude towards females is purely based on looks. Unless they're the type they won't mate, no exceptions. However, according to my observations and statistics, they'll think for a maximum of 45 seconds and forget right away. They are bug brains after all, but they undoubtedly have intelligence. When they see each other, they get belligerent and stressed, so they poison themselves so others don't see that. Are all of ones here athletes? Pretty much. They're stronger and live longer than ones in the natural world. This part. What do you call these on their faces? Horns? Scissors? What they're called? They're mandibles. They're on their faces, so they call them mandibles, moron. Mandibles, huh? And this one here. It looks weaker than Dorcas Tanius' third name, which I can't say. I got. Its mandibles are thinner. Palawan Incus. There we are. His mandibles look weaker than mine do. I'll bet he could win against it in the fight. Hey, Josie, you bastard! What the hell did you just say? Ah, nothing. Sorry, never mind. I'll tell you about thinking there. I was curious, so that crazy idea just sort of came out. I'm sure the thickness of the mandibles doesn't matter at all, right? I'm not even at all knowledgeable about all this, and I came out with a dumb idea like that. I'm sorry. You bastard! Don't push your luck. I'll fucking kill you. This really is an amazing animal rearing room. Excuse me, I'll get going. Shitty bastard. Josuke, wait. Which stag beetle were you talking about just now? Was it him? You say that P36's mandibles thin. How about we have them fight and find out? Take your time approaching Dad with the idea. If he catches on to our true girl, Dad will become cool and composed. And once he does that, the Palawanicus needs to win. If Stag Beetle wins, Dad's pride will be seriously hurt. Other than that, he will show some weakness and get talking, but he can't find out what we're doing, and you absolutely have to win. You got it right. You need to make that Stag Beetle win overwhelmingly. Josuke, you just said you were curious, right? I think a test will determine that. What do you say? How about we fight and find out? Well, I don't know about that. I'm really sorry, but honestly can't. No, I couldn't make them fight. That's just not something I could ever do. Let's just forget about this. It's stupid. I said something really conceited. Okay, I'm just gonna go. There's really no meaning in making insects fight. Yeah, tell me about it. That's what I was thinking, like, way beforehand. I was like, Surugi's actually quite knowledgeable in everything, really. He's saying that me, a human, catching these stag beetles and taking them away from their natural habitat, and then raising them to be athletes in this room is pointless. Did you just say this was all stupid? No, I didn't mean it that way. Moron. This P36 you choose is also a Dorcas tenuis Palawanicus male. Its length is 10.5 centimeters, and it's at the adult age of 14 months. Let me give you a little explanation of this whole thing. The fighting arena is made of cork that is chemically hardened with resin. The diameter is 27.5 centimeters, and around the circumference is made of plant soft rust. The battle time of one round is 45 seconds. If you run outside the arena or you're pushed out, you lose. If there's a deadlock with one being raised into the air, they lose after a count of 10. Using a paintbrush to touch their bodies is against the rules, but if you just use it to excite them, it's allowed. So what do you think? That would test your simple curiosity, right? That's a sort of fight this is, so why don't we just have them fight and see how it goes? Once I was on board, push for all it at once. Just now I thought of something else. You might be right, but what would happen if I were to win? Do you want to bet? What? Sorry, never mind. I said another thing I really shouldn't have. Imagination seems to be running wild today. That was weird. Just forget it. If I hadn't said that about the scissors being thin, none of this would have happened. Mandibles, damn it, I told you that, you idiot. Okay. Josuke, you're a pretty interesting guy. It's true with the opponents being insects, we really don't know what's going to happen. Okay, if you want to bet, I'll do it. I have a Hercules in here. If you win, I'll give it to you. Huh? Hercules? Oh, a rhinoceros beetle. So cool. So you've been raising a Hercules, big bro. Let me see. It's a Dynasties Hercules, born in Panama, Central America. Its length is 16 centimeters. I promise if you win, I'll give you this. I'll leave the Hercules over there. By the way, this has gotten interesting, so I'll have to be at least a little serious about this. I said before that based on my observation, Stag Beetle has only 45 seconds of intelligence, but it's very important to give them a fighting spirit before they enter the arena. The one with the superior muscle body weight and fighting spirit always wins, just like with human athletes. At first, I'm going to give this Dorcas Tanius Paliwainkus 45-second round of fighting spirit. I'll make it learn. I'll draw the effort and enjoy a victory into it. A wasp. Huh. Huh. Wow. Huh? There's one more rule. If it's killed, it loses 45 seconds. They're gladiators. And he said, we're betting, right? Josuke, what exactly are you going to bet? Every day is a summer vacation end. Woo boy, that was quite the volume of JoJo actually. God damn. Oh god, that was quite the volume actually. So when you think about it, Jobin's quite an interesting character. Like, everyone's quite interesting in this manga so far. Everyone's got an interesting kind of aura about them. You just don't know what to actually pinpoint on their character. You're kind of like, okay, so what's really going on there? What they possess just yet? You don't really know. There's a police car. we actually get the actual most intense fight ever between two beetles. I can't believe it. Oh man, or two stag beetles actually, but that's actually a pretty freaking cool thing. He's actually slowly kind of getting away from the conventional fights you actually expect as well, because the fights so far have been kind of like, huh, that's kind of interesting, because they've always been kind of a little bit like beetle tendency. They've always been kind of like, oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. They've always been a little bit different to what Part 7 was and Part 6 was and Part 5 was. They've always been a little bit more kind of, I guess, high stakes. And I think so far as well, with the stag beetle fight itself, it will be one to remember just for the sole reason it's not what you expect to happen, and it's actually kind of an interesting development. I quite like it. I think it's actually an interesting thing to do. So yeah, Jobin's an interesting person, I must say. He's quite a character so far. I want to see more of him, and I quite like the fact that we're actually getting know a lot more about the family itself, because the family itself is actually quite interesting, because they've always been kind of presented to be kind of a little bit kind of strange, a little bit crazy and stuff like that. But they're kind of like very knowledgeable in what they need to do, and I actually quite like that about them. Like, Norisuke is slowly growing on me as a character. Because at first he was kind of like, okay, what's going on with him? But as time went on, he slowly grew to know him, and you actually slowly changed perception, much like Josuke did. And I actually quite like that. It was a nice way to actually kind of bring the audience into the manga itself, because Josuke almost acts us in the manga. I actually quite like that. I thought it was actually a neat thing to do with his character, because he's actually slowly grown to be this kind of awesome character. And also, yeah, we actually now know a lot more about the fact that there are different humans as well. Like, there's different kind of humans as well, which I actually didn't think would be back in JoJo, but it actually is. I thought it was actually kind of a neat thing to bring back, because it's actually an interesting plot point. It's the idea of the other kind of human. So hopefully that's actually never actually kind of dropped, because, I mean, it seems like a very interesting plot point to kind of bring back later on. I can't believe it. Also, I actually can believe this is actually JoJo. It's one of those things that it's understandable. JoJo always does that. Yeah, that's true. Everyone starts with psychopath in Part 4, but everyone becomes a good guy by the end of it. I quite like that about JoJo. Everyone's a psychopath at the start, but they always become a good person at the end. So yeah, that is me done for today. So as always, if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, then do leave a like, because indeed it does help quite a bit. If you enjoyed it here on YouTube and you want to stay a bit longer, then do this up, because indeed it does help quite a bit. But until tomorrow, we'll possibly some more Hinamatsuri. I will see you guys then. Bye for now.